of you. So today I want to discuss about the continuation of the last class video session. So last class we discussed about the type 1 error and type 2 error. So type 1 error is the error of rejection of H0 when H0 is true. Type 2 error is the error of rejection of H0 when H0 is false. So these are the type 1 error and type 2 error definitions. Today I will explain more about the type 1 error and type 2 error. So here this is the equation of the type 1 error. The size of the type 1 error is denoted by alpha. Generally the definition is the error of rejection of H0 when H0 is true. So how much size is required to calculate the type 1 error. So size of the type 1 error is denoted by alpha. Alpha is equals to probability of x belongs to W under H0 is true. So the type 2 error is size of the type 2 error is denoted by beta is equals to probability of x belongs to W dash when H1 is false, H1 is true. Here H0 is true, here H1 is true. So what is x equal to n dimensional space, x1 n dimensional point, x1 x2 xn, and where w and w dash are the rejection and acceptance regions. So this is the equation to calculate the size of type 1 error, that equation in terms of the probability. So probability, this is the equation and size of the calculation of type 2 error. So this is the denoted by beta. Okay. So today one more we will discuss the more concept of the testing of hypothesis. Today I want to discuss about the other things of the testing of hypothesis. One is the critical region, and the second one is the level of significance. And third one is the one-tiled and two-tiled test. One-tiled and two-tiled test. One-tiled and two-tiled test. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss about the critical region. Okay, critical region. So generally, critical region, where we are using the critical region, generally critical region represents the portion of the area under the probability curve. Portion of the area under the probability curve means normal curve. Okay, normal curve. So that is the main use of the critical region. So I will define the critical region briefly. Okay. So let us consider the sample values x1, x2 up to so on xn. Okay. So these are the sample values. These sample values treated as a point into the n-dimensional space. Consider. So this is the x1, x2, xn are the sample values treated as a point on the n-dimensional space. Okay. So and let us consider the one space on the n-dimensional space. Okay, one space on the n-dimensional space. Then so we see whether this point lies within the region or outside this region. So we need to clarify that concepts. Okay, if you want to clarify that point, I will tell this critical region for the two-dimensional space. Okay, so I will draw the diagram for the two-dimensional space. This is the x1 axis and this is the x2 axis. Okay, so first of all, this is the total space. This is the total space, total two-dimensional space. This two-dimensional space, I want to divide the two regions. I want to separate the two regions. So two regions. In these two regions, I will denote it by W and W dash. W and W dash. Okay. For suppose some sample points fall this. Some of the sample points fall this region W. Some other sample points fall this W dash. Okay. So generally, what is the critical region? The null hypothesis is rejected. The null hypothesis is rejected. The sample points fall in the W. That is clearly we are understanding. Null hypothesis is rejected. The sample points fall this region. For suppose the null hypothesis is accepted, the sample point, this sample point fall this W dash. So we will consider only this region. we will consider only this region. So that region is called the critical region. So what is the critical region? The null hypothesis is rejected, the sample points fall this region. So what is the critical region definition? The region of rejection of H naught when H naught is true, that is called the critical region. So what is the region? The region of rejection of H naught. So in this region the null hypothesis was rejected, but the statement of null hypothesis is true, but we will reject this region. So we will consider only that region. So that region is called the critical region. And also the size of the critical region is denoted by alpha. Earlier we know so alpha is the size of the type 1 error. The same size will be denoted the size of the critical region. Okay, this is the definition of the critical region. Next we will discuss about the level of significance. Level of significance. Level of significance. So generally level of significance, where we are using the level of significance generally, so we need to valid conclusion of the given statement of the problems. If you want to tell the valid statements of the given statement of the problem, so we need the level of significance, how much validity to adopt that statement to give the conclusion. So we will apply the level of significance, and to tell whether the statement is true or false, whether the statement will be accepted or rejected, we will give the conclusion like that. So that's why level of significance is very much required. So without level of significance you cannot tell to give the conclusion of the particular statement. Okay, so the level of significance also very much required for the conclusion of the testing of hypothesis procedure. Okay, so generally level of significance is denoted by alpha again. Okay, so we know alpha earlier, alpha is the size of the type 1 error and alpha is the size of the critical region. Here the level of significance also denoted by alpha. So generally in our statistics point of view, alpha represented by 5%, sometimes 1%, sometimes 2%, sometimes 10%, like that we are represented the alpha level of significances. So what is the meaning 5% alpha level of significance, 1%, 2%, 10%? What is the meaning? For suppose if you are consider the level of significance alpha equal to 5% means, so the people, 5% people will be reject that statement. Remaining 95% people will be accept that statement. So that is the meaning of the level of significance. Like similarly 1%, 2% also we consider. 1% of people will be reject. 99% of the people will be accept the statement. So this is the level. So level of significance also required to give the conclusion of the all testing of hypothesis problems. Okay. So next we will discuss about the one-tailed and two-tailed test. One-tailed and two-tailed test. One-tailed and two-tailed test. One-tailed and two-tailed test. So if any statistical hypothesis, if the one-tailed or two-tailed depends on the alternative hypothesis. For suppose if one-tailed, what is the one-tailed means? Either right-tailed or left-tailed. If the right-tailed or left-tailed, the corresponding test is called the one-tailed test. For example, for the populist mean problem, null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught, against the alternate hypothesis H1 mu greater than mu naught. So this is the right-tailed test. Right-tailed alternative, right-tailed. When the null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught, alternate hypothesis H1 mu less than mu naught, this is the left-tailed. Okay, so both are combined, that is called the singleton test. So any statistical test of any statistical hypothesis, whether we will decide the one-tailed or two-tailed, that will be depends on the alternative hypothesis. Here the alternate hypothesis H1 mu greater than mu naught. Here the alternate hypothesis H1 mu less than mu naught. So this is the right tail and this is the left tail test. So we will for the right tail test and left tail test we will identify the graph also. So how to identify the graph for the one tile, left tile, right tile test and left tile test? Here we will consider the normal curve. This is the normal curve. Everybody know this is the normal curve. So the in this normal curve, this is x equal to mu. The corresponding z value is equals to 0. So in this z value equal to 0, I will consider this area portion. This is, I say, I equal to z equal to z alpha. In this z equal to z alpha, this is the rejection region. Rejection region or critical region. Rejection region. Rejection region. So I told clearly earlier, rejection early critical region is also nothing but rejection region. So how we are identified this? We need the equation to identify this area. How to identify this area? I will consider the probability equation. What is the probability equation? Probability of z greater than z alpha is equals to alpha. So this is the probability of z greater than z alpha equal to alpha is the identification of this portion of the area. This portion of the area is the rejection region. Remaining totally it is the acceptance region. Total this is the acceptance region. Acceptance region. Only this portion is the rejection region. So this is the equation of the right tile test equation. Similarly, same will be applied for the left tile test also. Left tile test. So the of this left tile test, this is considered z equal to 0. So consider the left portion z equal to minus z alpha. We will shade this area. So how to identify this using the equation? Probability of z less than minus z alpha is equals to alpha. See, this is the probability of this area is the probability of z less than minus z alpha. Z less than minus z alpha area. This is the area z less than minus z alpha. This is the area z greater than z greater than z alpha area. This area is the z greater than z alpha. This area is z less than z alpha. From this equation, we will identify the remaining acceptance regions. We will identify the remaining acceptance region from this equation. From this equation, we will identify the remaining acceptance region. This is the acceptance region. Acceptance region, and this is the rejection region. Rejection region. Rejection region. Okay. So this is nothing but the one tile test. Okay. Ne? So next we will discuss about the two tile test. Two tile test. Same like the same two tile test. Any statistical hypothesis. The two tile test. Consider the same example for the population mean. Null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught. Null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught. And alternate hypothesis, against the alternate hypothesis H1 mu not equal to mu naught. So we cannot say the whether greater than or less than. Simply it is the not equal alternative. So this is nothing but two-tiled test. Two-tiled alternative. Two-tiled alternative. The any statistical hypothesis, the null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught, H1 mu not equal to. So this is example for the only single parameter. I was consider the single parameter. Okay, we will tell the different parameters also for the one-tiled and two-tiled test. Just I was consider for the single parameter population mean. Any statistical hypothesis where the alternate hypothesis is the two-tiled, that is called the two-tiled test. For example, the null hypothesis H naught mu equal to mu naught against the alternate hypothesis H1 mu not equal to mu naught. This is called the two-tiled test. In this two-tiled test, the area, the critical region entirely to the both right and left-tiled satisfy the critical region. Here, this is the normal curve z equal to 0. So here z equal to z alpha right side, and this is z equal to minus z alpha left side. So both the critical region will be oscillate both right side and left side. This is the rejection region. Rejection region. This is also rejection region. Rejection region. Remaining portion is the acceptance region. Acceptance region. remaining portion is the acceptance region. So this is both the critical region represent the both sides, right side as well as left side. So how to identify this right side and left side? What is the equation of the corresponding probability? Probability of modulus of z greater than z alpha is equal to alpha. This is the equation. So if you want to simplify this equation, so we will get that how to simplify this equation. Probability of z greater than z alpha plus probability of z less than minus z alpha is equals to alpha. So we can remove the modulus, then we can simplify this. Probability of z greater than z alpha plus probability of z less than minus z alpha equal to alpha. By apply the symmetry property, probability of z less than minus z alpha is same as the probability of z greater than z alpha. By apply the symmetry property means any probability area lies between minus infinity to 0 is same as the probability of 0 to infinity. So that is the symmetry property. If you apply the symmetry property for this representation, then the simplification is probability of z greater than z alpha plus probability of z greater than z alpha is equals to alpha. This is 2 times probability of z greater than z alpha is equals to alpha. This implies probability of z greater than z alpha is equals to alpha by 2. So the rejection region area is left is the right, left is also alpha by 2 and right is also alpha by 2. Earlier for the one tile, two tile test, only alpha rejection region for the right, rejection region for the left, only alpha was occupied. But here alpha by 2 will be occupied. So from this equation we will identify it like this. Probability of z greater than z alpha equal to alpha by 2, or we can write this equation for the another representation. Probability of z less than minus z alpha is equals to alpha by 2. Okay, na? So this is the totally for the two tile test. The same this is the example for the only for the single mean problem. The same will be applied for the, if you are given for the two population, for suppose the problem is given for the two populations, we will write the one tile test and two tile test. Such a cases, what is the one tile test representation, what is the two tile test representation? For suppose the two population means are given. What are the two population means? Mu1 and mu2 are given. So what is the null hypothesis? H0 mu1 is equals to mu2. Against the alternate hypothesis H1 mu1 not equal to mu2. So this is the two tile test. See, just we have observed the null hypothesis is always fixed. Mu1 equal to mu2 or mu equal to mu naught. So null hypothesis is always the no difference statement about the population parameters, or not significant about the population parameters. No difference significance about the population parameters, or not significant about the population parameters. But the alternate hypothesis was changed. Here the two tiled, it is the mu1 not equal to mu2. Similarly for the one tiled of right and one tiled of left, H0 mu1 equal to mu2 and H1 against the alternate hypothesis H1 mu1 greater than mu2. This is the right tile, and mu1 less than mu2. This is the left tile. So this is the single tile test. Okay, so this is the H0 mu1 equal to mu2, H1 mu1 greater than mu2, single tiled of right tile, H0 mu1 equal to mu2, H1 mu1 less than mu2, single tiled of left tile test. So this is the another example for the one tiled and two tiled test. Okay, thank you all of you.